Michael was a different level, man. It's a different level of competitiveness, just sheer will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, in every aspect of the game, he changed it. I played against some of the greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level. We enjoyed the competition with one another. We played very hard and fiercely against one another, but it was like you had two gentlemen going head to head. Michael Jordan and I wasn't just coming down the court getting dunks at the dunks. We found creative ways to score. I can't tell you the fun and the pleasure I had to play against him. You know, and Michael and I, we never really talked about those games. It was kind of an unspoken thing between us. You know, the respect level that we had was at a different level. I think I had a great game in Atlanta, and I remember going to Chicago. Michael walks into our locker room, and we're still in suit and tie. We haven't gotten dressed yet, and he walks in our locker room, suit and tie, and I was like, what are you doing coming in our locker room? And I ain't gonna say exactly what I said. And so he walked by me, he walked by Kevin Willis, and he got to Randy Whitman, he tapped him on his butt, and he said, lace him up, it's gonna be a long night. He got 60 that night. He got 60. And it was a very close game. I think it went down to the last shot in that game. But I think he proved his point.
And a beautiful view of the famous Chicago skyline. An appropriate dramatic setting for our game today at Chicago Stadium. Welcome, everyone, to Chicago. This is Kevin Harlan along with me, Clark Kellogg. We've got David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines as we get set to watch the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, this should be a beauty.
You know, each of these teams, Kevin, has a guy who is in the running for the league lead in scoring. I'm, of course, talking about two guys that don't need introduction, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. Going to be a lot of fun watching these guys try to one-up each other offensively.
And Clark, beyond just Jordan and Wilkins, plenty of other talented scorers on each of these teams as well.
Kevin, you make a very good point. I mean, these are two impressive high-octane lineups, which I think could result in this score really getting run up in a hurry.
This should be one to remember. And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright, in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
Now, here is Webb. At the elbow, it's Wilkins. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins. Wilkins making a statement with that one, showing these fans that Jordan's not the only high flyer in town. You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who sets the tone for their whole squad.
You are correct, partner. So if Jordan or Wilkins can manage to get off to a hot start, that could spread to the other guys and get their whole team rolling early.
That's a good point. And here's Rivers, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Webb kicks to Rivers. Here's Malone, and he drops it in from the low post. The number one objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
And here is Webb, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Hawks passing it around and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. The two scoring leaders facing off. But to dig deeper, let's go to a guy who can dig as deep as any, David Aldridge. D.A.
Thanks, guys. We know that Dominique and Jordan's scoring will probably be the big story of the night, but there's a lot more to these guys' games that could affect the outcome. With Wilkins, we've seen a new focus from him on improving his rebounding. And as always, Jordan's defense can be just as impactful as his offense. Guys, back to you.
You know, David, that's an interesting point, and I think you're right. It's not just Clark about scoring tonight. It's got to be a multifaceted game. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly would, Kevin. Limiting your opponent's touches and disrupting their shot attempts and their offensive flow, I think, could be the real name of the game in this one. You just can't get it done with offense alone.
I know Jordan takes pride in his defense. We'll see if that's true tonight.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that.
You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point count? Because I agree the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. Atlanta with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Rivers surveying the D. Contact passes to Wilkins. The feed to Malone. Fades away. The rebound by Cartwright. Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are. 1:56 left in the first. Webb against Paxson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Webb is known for being a high flyer. Despite being just 5'6", this guy can get up in the air like very few can. And he knows how to put on the show. He's an entertainer, a high flyer, but he's also a pretty well-rounded player, too.
And the Hawks making a change here. Willis is checked in. Good on both. Clark, I know the Bulls are hoping for big things this year after making it all the way to the conference finals a season ago.
You know, I think Chicago proving they can handle teams like these Hawks could be a really good sign for them as they look to become a more dominant and consistent.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Let's rewind to the dunk contest on that one. Wilkins loves to go upstairs and take it to the rack.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Jordan letting the Hawks know his range is legit. He doesn't always have to penetrate. He can. Knock down the jumper, too.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Wilkins and Jordan. A couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof. Now here's Jordan. 17 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Steps back. Here's Webb. Here's Malone. Here's Willis. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, the strength of Kevin Willis really impressive, and he does a nice job positioning for offensive rebounds.
It's Jordan with the drop. You've got to appreciate a dunk like that, even if you're wearing an Atlanta jersey. My goodness. The Hawks trail by 7. Webb with it. In the corner, Wilkins with it. Paxson against Webb, and Grant sends it back.
One of the better defenders in this game. Grant teeing off on that one.
And here's Jordan now. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Right at the buzzer there, finishing the quarter with a big three-point bomb.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bulls out front, up by 10. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. Oh, man.
With the Hawks here in his building, you can see the way Michael Jordan is approaching every possession, looking to make an impact. Rivers kicks to Malone. Here's Wilkins. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, that time Carr staying aggressive, fights for the rebound, and then also fights to get the shot off.
And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's letting it fly from downtown, and you can see the confidence is obvious when he shoots the three ball, and that's part of what makes him such an outstanding shooter.
Spins. On the wing, Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off. Now looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game?
Right. Back to Jordan. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Malone dishes to Smith. From the top of the key. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league. With explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
And he gets the bucket. Smith's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Atlanta. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. So far, Michael Jordan has been getting just about, Clark, everything he wants on the offensive end.
And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job the Chicago defense is doing.
I agree. We were talking about size. Both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Koncak and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin, and then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10", so, hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
It'll be a battle for sure. Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too. Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Willis comes in for Carr, and Webb subbed in for Smith. Pippen for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Three-point shooting, one of the strengths of Scottie Pippen's game.
Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the 4th consecutive season.
And Kevin, I think that speaks to obviously the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games. Whoa! Hey now! Yeah! Boy, listen to this Chicago crowd erupting. What a jam by Michael Jordan.
Here's Rivers. Some solid defense from Pippen.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The shot's good from Paxson. Paxson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Malone's shot, good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Fires from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Automatic. Paxson ready to fire the moment he's got the rock.
Webb against Paxson. Webb can't hit.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And they double up Jordan. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That's his first foul. Livingston's checked in for Atlanta. 29 seconds left here in the second. Here's Cartwright. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Willis. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
With the rock inside, hey, Willis has one thing on his mind. Let's go to work.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. Can't cash in from a high post.
You know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We come back right after this. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it. Chicago with the ball.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
They've got Pippen. Cartwright is out there with Grant. There's John Paxson, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Webb against Paxson. Right at the free throw line. Here's Malone. Kicks it to Webb. Wilkins in the post. Jordan's there. They get the rebound. Malone. They shoot again. And it's Malone finishing it off.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
Pippen with the bucket. We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Both are fun to watch. We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that. Webb the pass to Rivers. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Very comfortable and confident from this range. Doc Rivers connecting.
For three, Paxson. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got 7 rebounds in the game. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. Gets a very good look and converts. Wilkins has got 12.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing. When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
Outside Pippen. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Three-pointers clearly the difference for them here in the second half.
Atlanta calls timeout. For the Hawks, Antoine Carr. He's checked in for contact, and it's Tony in for Webb. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist guy.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
Yeah, he's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
And Wilkins slams it in.
Boy, nice setup with the pass, and Wilkins bounces up knowing just what to do with it. These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
Pippen for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Pippen wasting no time firing off that pass there.
As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level, and Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right.
John Paxson has a very efficient stroke from deep. When he lets it fly, it always looks good and most times goes in.
Tony the pass to Carr. Misses from close range. And they've been moving the ball, Clark, really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. This is a shot Pippen is very comfortable with. He's extremely effective in the mid-range.
Rivers passes to Tony. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, just Grant's presence on the floor, I think, is a difference maker because he can intimidate at both ends using a combination of physicality and skill. A nice blend.
Armstrong's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Willis is checked in. The pass to Wilkins. Knocks it loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Armstrong gets the bucket. Armstrong's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Paxson against Tony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Horace Grant. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting for Atlanta.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Paxson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, Paxson absorbing the contact but still getting the shot off. That's just good, tough basketball there.
Both free throws good from Paxson. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Tony on the wing.
Pretty good defense that time from John Paxson, not being shy about getting up in the shooter's face there.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it. And here's Atlanta.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it most.
On the court for Atlanta, Livingston is out there with Kevin Willis. And it's Smith. Then there's Tony. And it's Concat in at the 5 down low. Tony's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. The 15-footer, and it's Chicago scoring again. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively, Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on them.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
Hodges, that's good.
Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Shot to stop the run. Outside Willis. Shot clock at 6. Tony kicks to Smith from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
You know, something I like about both of these teams, the Bulls and the Hawks, is the experience they have, the range of experience. I mean, you've got younger guys like John Concat and Horace Grant, and then you've got the seasoned veterans like Moses and Bill Cartwright. It's a really good balance.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
For 3, Pippen. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. Clark, I've always wondered how valuable you think it is for younger players to get a chance to play alongside more experienced players.
Kevin, I think it's crucial and absolutely vital. Older guys have a way of being able to teach a young star so much about patience and which battles you fight and which ones you let go and how you carry yourself as a pro and all of the nuances of playing in the NBA. Good veterans can help young players set the tone for the rest of their career.
That's a great answer.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
Tony against Armstrong. Smith outside. Here's Livingston. Trying to get something going. He takes it up and lays it in. Livingston's got his first points of the night.
When you take high-quality shots like Cliff Livingston does, you should shoot a high percentage.
Here's Grant. It's Chicago with another bucket.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. No good from 11 feet. Pippen kicks to Grant. Let's go. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Smith the pass to Willis. Shoots over Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Horace Grant. The first free throw is good.
A vocal presence both on the floor and in the locker room. Willis is somebody his teammates really respects.
Carr, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Grant. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Giving up mid-range looks to a shooter like him, not going to help you get out of this hole.
Here's Smith. Tries again, and Willis gets it to go.
How about the grit Willis plays with? I mean, he's a strong physical guy, able to take some contact and still power through it and get the shot in.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Concax checked in for Kevin Willis.
Second personal foul.
The free throw drops for Grant. 1:09 left in the game. Hodges against Tony. To the middle. Here's Concat. That shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. with the step back. Cartwright up top. Carr covering. Cartwright gets the bucket.
That should put a stamp on this one.
And a second look at that tremendous drive and finish we just saw. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smith against Armstrong.
Auto foul. B.J. Armstrong. First personal foul.
Free throw good, Smith.
A low-key high riser, Kenny the Jet Smith. Gets up like very few guards in the league do.
It's been a one-sided affair for sure.
It is obvious and clear who the better team is.
Pippen, the pass to Cartwright. Second chance shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
You know, I don't care what your lead is or how many points you're up. I think you should always be looking to add to it. Stay aggressive.
Tony against Cartwright. Koncak. Kicks it out to Tony. Pass to Smith. And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta Hawks.
54. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. We always appreciate your support. Please get home safe, and we'll see you